Hi there, so just going to run through for you in this video how Bead Manager Pro can help you to organise your invoices and your inventory as well, so that when you actually sell pieces it will take care of your stock levels for you and let you know what you're actually running out of. So if I just jump in here now to the invoices section. Now I don't have any here at the moment, so I'm just going to create a new invoice. And I've just got the one customer in here that I've set up already. So your list of customers, you enter their details in here and you can select any one of those from the menu. So I'll just select John Doe as my test customer. Okay, now all of John's details get filled in over here, so his details I've already set up in the customer section here. Put in here, so his regular address, and you may have a different shipping address for customers, which will be in here. Now I can put in purchase order. Terms for this may be cash on delivery, a message, thank you for your business, always good to be polite to the customers, a comment if there's anything else that you need to add. You can put in the invoice date, and say that that's today, a shipping method, and payment type, which because cash on delivery would be cash. Now there's a payment date here and a shipping date as well. I'm just going to leave the payment date blank for a second. And we'll say that the shipping date is today. And we can see that the invoice status is open because no payment date has been entered yet. So if we put in one item, we'll just add in an item here, which brings up this menu, this extra bit down here. So we'll add in one. Okay, I've just got one sample piece in my items list here. Now obviously the more pieces you've got, then you can select them from the menu here. I've just got one to make it easier for the demonstration purposes here. I'll select that. And as we saw in the previous video, the different price points are already calculated for the piece depending on the parts that we use to create it. So I'm going to select the $15 price I want to sell that to John for. And over here the tax rate is taken from the admin section that you would have set up previously when you first put up your company information. So the subtotal for the product is over here, and if you want to give them a discount then you can, and the tax is calculated based on these fields already. So we can put in shipping and handling as well, so $3. Okay, so the total is calculated there automatically. Now what I can do from here is just want to print this invoice off. Okay, just type that out in a second, that's right. So we can see, because this is just a test invoice, just the test details that I've got in here, who it's being invoiced to, who it's being shipped to, the description of whatever it is that you're selling to them, the category and the pricing. So I'm just going to say no here because I don't actually want to print this off. Okay, now the next thing it's actually going to ask as well is going to say, do you want to print a shipping label as well? So you can print a shipping label straight off with this to go with the invoice if you're going to put this in a box or pack it in any way. So you can pick whether it's the shipping or the customer label. I'm just going to say no to these because I'm not actually going to print any labels off here, but if you do that it will just take you to your default printer. Okay. So that's an invoice and a label that have been printed off now for this customer directly. And I just want to show you one thing here. Now we added in one piece here, and if you notice this alert button turned red over here when we did that. So if we go to our alert section in here, then we've got an alert come up for this piece. So it's telling me you're running low on this stock. So if I click into sample piece, now this piece, when I created it, I made 3, there's 1 left in stock now, and I put an alert when the quantity reaches 1, so I want an alarm to come up when there's 1 piece left in stock. So the alarms come up, shows me over there, so I can easily click through, see what's come up in alarm, click on the alarm and come back to any section I want, and that will happen for any piece, and also the same for any parts. So as you're creating a piece, then you add in the parts in here, and any alerts that come up as you add these parts in. And then you can also add in the shipping label, which is the shipping label, and also the same for any parts. So then you'll get the alarms come up in exactly the same way, and it can tell you when you're running out of your beads or your strings or any of your clasps or any of the items that you need to create pieces. Now, as you noticed, I only added one of these pieces to the invoice that I made, and the reason why it still came up with an alert, even though there were 3 made in total, so go back into the sales section. In the consignments area in here, just the same as invoicing, I've created a consignment for John. So if people are selling your jewellery pieces for you, then you can create a consignment order for them, just like an invoice. Puts in all their details, so terms, 14 days that you might want to sell it in, a message for them, and just the same as we entered them in for the invoice, we just add in the item, put in the details in there, and this item's been sold. So once it's been sold, it automatically gets taken out of the inventory. And then we can actually just create an invoice straight from our consignment order here, and once we create that invoice, that will be added to the invoice list that we see before. So that's just a really easy way to take care of your invoicing, any labels that you need to print out, and also your stock labels as well at the same time, just using Bead Manager Pro.